Chapter 6. Bloodline Ranch, the War, the Ranch. A few hours passed. Caleb was getting stronger, not much, but enough that everyone around him noticed. His eyes stayed open longer. His breathing was steadier. He could move his fingers, shift slightly against the pillows, and even speak more clearly. The nurses were encouraged. His doctors were encouraged. His family was relieved. But there was one problem. Caleb was still Caleb. His mother and little brother had gone downstairs to get something to eat while Alexis stepped out to get coffee. For the first time since waking up, Caleb was alone. He slowly opened his eyes. He looked around the room. The machines. The hospital bed. The bandages. The stitches. He frowned. Then he tried to sit up. Pain immediately shot through his body. Caleb sucked in a sharp breath and dropped back against the pillow. Okay. He waited a moment, then tried again. The door opened. A nurse walked in. "Mr. Castillo, what are you doing?" "I need to leave." The nurse stared at him. "Excuse me?" "I said I need to leave." She immediately walked toward the bed. "You're not going anywhere." Caleb frowned. "I have a ranch." "I know. People need me." "Your ranch can survive without you for a little while." Caleb looked offended. "A little while?" Before the nurse could answer, another doctor stepped into the room. "Mr. Castillo." Caleb looked at him. "I need to go home." The doctor folded his arms. "You're not going home." "Why?" The doctor stared at him. "Because you just had 16 hours of surgery." Caleb said nothing. "You're stitched up," the doctor continued. "You're still heavily medicated. You have multiple injuries that require monitoring, and your body needs time to heal." Caleb's jaw tightened. "I can heal at home." "No, I've got people. They can handle things." Caleb shook his head. "They can't." The doctor sighed. "Mr. Castillo, you are in no condition to walk out of this hospital." Caleb looked toward the door. "I need my truck." The doctor actually laughed. "Absolutely not." Caleb frowned. "Why?" "Because I don't trust you to stand up without falling over." Caleb opened his mouth. The doctor pointed at him. "Don't argue." Caleb closed his mouth for approximately 3 seconds. Then, "I could crawl?" The doctor stared at him. The nurse covered her mouth, trying not to laugh. "Mr. Castillo." Caleb looked completely serious. "I have a ranch to run." Just then, Alexis walked back into the room, carrying 2 coffees. She stopped in the doorway. "What did I miss?" The nurse looked at her. "Your brother's trying to escape." Alexis slowly looked at Caleb. "Of course he is." Caleb pointed toward the doctor. "Tell them." Alexis set the coffee down. "Tell them what?" "I need to leave." Alexis stared at him. "You just woke up." "I know. You've been in surgery for 16 hours. I know. You're stitched up. I know. You're on enough medication to knock out a horse." Caleb narrowed his eyes. "You're supposed to be on my side." "I am." She walked closer. "I'm just not stupid." The doctor smiled. "Thank you." Alexis pulled the chair beside Caleb's bed closer. "But I understand why you want to go." Caleb looked at her. "You do?" She nodded. "You've been talking about the ranch for years." His expression softened. "Yeah, I've heard every story." Alexis smiled. "Every single one." She sat down. "I've heard about the cattle, the workers, the horses, the land, the old house, the storms, the late nights, all the crazy things that happen out there." Caleb gave a faint smile. "You've never been." "No." Alexis looked down. "Not once." Caleb watched her. She shrugged. Life kept getting in the way. He was quiet. Alexis reached for his hand. "But I've heard you talk about that place for years." Her voice softened. "You always talked about it like it wasn't just a ranch." Caleb looked toward the window. "It isn't." "I know." She squeezed his hand. "It's home." Caleb nodded. "Exactly." Alexis smiled. "And I know you." She leaned back. "The moment you're strong enough to stand, you're going to try to sneak out of here." Caleb gave her a faint grin. "Probably." She shook her head. "You're impossible." "You love me." "Unfortunately." Caleb smiled. Alexis looked at him for a long moment. "I want to see it." Caleb's smile faded slightly. "The ranch?" She nodded. "Yeah, I thought you said you'd heard enough stories." "I have," she smiled. but I've never seen it with my own eyes. Caleb looked at his sister. For the first time since waking up, he seemed genuinely happy. You're going to love it. I hope so. You'll meet everyone. Everyone? Caleb nodded. Everyone, Alexis smiled. Then you better get better. Caleb raised an eyebrow. Why? Because I'm not letting the first time I see Bloodline Ranch be without you. Caleb squeezed her hand weakly. Deal. The doctor cleared his throat. And the second you try to leave this hospital, we're putting the bed in lockdown. Caleb looked at him. Alexis laughed. See? She picked up her coffee. They already know you. Caleb sighed, but there was a small smile on his face, because for the first time the thought of the ranch didn't feel like something he had to fight his way back to. It felt like something was waiting for him, and someday soon he'd take Alexis there himself.